Stop being a Pokemon card. On dating apps, you aren't a man anymore. You're a common card in a rigged deck. These platforms demasculate you. They strip away your presence and reduce your entire existence to a few pixels and a swipe. Let's call them what they really are: modern day madams. They auction off your attention while you're trapped behind a screen. And Instagram? That's just a Pokemon trainer's log for women. And for a lot of women, you aren't a partner. You're just a Pokédex entry. You're a Pokemon. They collect rare men in their DMs to boost their ego, turning your desire for connection into a digital trophy case. But why are men checking out and staying in the digital world? Well, because the world outside has been turned into a minefield. The Me Too movement was weaponized to silence masculinity. By labeling every masculine impulse as creepy, they created a hostile environment where men are terrified to even practice the very skills our ancestors mastered over thousands of years. Generations of humanoid interaction, the dance of the approach, you name it, everything, the tension, the resolution, have been in some ways criminalized. You've been told your presence is a threat. So what happens? You've retreated into the safety of the apps, but that safety is a cage. This hits introverts the hardest. You have massive depth, but you're forced to compete in a medium where the shallow becomes rewarded. Right now, you aren't a man. You're a piece of cardboard. You've been flattened, laminated, and tucked into a digital binder alongside tens and thousands of other common cards. You think you're dating, but the truth is, many men are just Pokédex entry in a rigged game. And it's time to burn the deck in 2026. In the real world, your intelligence and presentation is your strength and your superpower. It's what allows you to distinguish between being aggressive and being assertive. Online, you're trapped. You spend hours trying to interpret a three-word text or even an emoji. You're trying to find signals in digital noise. One act of real world presence can outstat a millionaire or celebrity in her DMs because you dared to be human in a digital wasteland. The internet has collapsed the local dating pool into a globalized funnel. You aren't just competing with the guy down the street anymore. You're competing with the top 1% of the world's most curated, filtered, and hyper successful men all appearing on her screen. Same with you. In this marketplace of narcissism, average has been redefined as failure. When she scrolls the best and the worst, they're all mashed into a single exhausting feed. This creates a burden, like a really brutal paradox. The more connected you are, yet we're more invisible than ever. You've been flattened. I fear this is the case in South Korea and Japan, and now even America. Thus, many men are just checking out even before they're trying out the game. But when you step into the real world, the funnel breaks. You aren't just a thumbnail in a sea of millions. You are the only man standing in front of her. In reality, you reclaim your individuality from the digital collective. You stop being a statistic and start being a presence. Listen, I'm a realist. This won't work 98% of the time. The question is, do you have the optimism to walk through the 98% failure to find that possible 2% success? Let's be honest. One of man's greatest weaknesses is women. It's the only thing God and evolution actually agree on. That's a frightening reality to live with. But, denying it doesn't make you strong. It makes you delusional. It robs you of your happiness and even possible legacy. The apps want you to be a pixel. The trainers want you in their collection. The movements, such as MGTOW and Red Pill, want you silent. But like Mewtwo said, I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. Burn the deck. Break the silence. Be masculine. Go be legendary. Till next time, guys.